Lying to ourselves attracts more liars. What is he talking about here? How can that be? Well, think about it. It's very scientific, but we're not gonna get that deep in this particular video. We'll say that for another one. But the more we focus on something that we don't want, eventually that energy or situation will pop up. It's just law of attraction, you know. And that has its rules, of course, with anything else. But what you focus on enhances, whether it's negative or positive situations. And once again, nobody may wants to hear that or accept that, but hey, the more we focus on negative past experiences, eventually those experiences are going to reappear in the present or the near future. And we could say these come in forms of tests, you know, some kind of test to see if we actually have moved on from this past. And let's just be honest, it's very uncomfortable. But the point is, it's a test for a reason. Things reappear to see if we actually did this so called inner work. And if we haven't, hey, it's not the end of the world. You just got more work to do, correct? So, with that in mind, let's just be very mindful of how our past has either affected us or still affecting us right now. All right. So, to further go into how lying to ourselves can attract untruthful scenarios or untruthful people, hey, once again, whatever we focus on, it enlarges, it increases, it expands. Just think about the more heat you apply to something, you know, or the more air you put in a balloon. Remember, heat makes things expand for the most part, and cold makes things shrink. So this applies to everything in life has a duality to it. You want to understand something easier, just understand the opposite of it. And that's all you really need. My own experiences, I've seen this come to light. Thinking, well, if I do it a little bit differently this way, it might not turn out the same way. But unfortunately, similar results reappear. And I must admit, over the years, it has gotten much better. But if nothing else, me being aware of the patterns is ultimately going to help you shift gears to another direction. But until you use your own self awareness, intuition, discernment, then anything undealt with, that lesson is still up to test. You have to be willing to eventually pass that test. If not, well, it's just gonna be a cycle. That cycle is gonna continue until you are brave enough to face it and deal with it once and for all. So I'll expound on this, how lies can attract more lying situations or liars into your life in a later video. But until then, this is Boss Father 4411 saying, be a boss of your own life, or somebody else will.